These are the Camogrom UTP pants. Now, I've been wearing the UTP pants a while. I use them for not only airsoft but for some sport shooting, and I find them fantastic. Now, I was dying to get my hands on these in the Camogrom material because one of my main loadouts that I wear is Camogrom, or multicam, whichever you want to call it, but Camogrom is the actual name given to the Helikon-tex range. The normal UTP pants are made of 97% cotton and 3% spandex, and that allows for that elasticity in the material and gives the garment the flexibility. The Camogrom UTP pants, however, are slightly different. They don't contain any spandex at all. These are in fact a 50-50 nylon cotton mix, and it's finished in that material, that's that Nyko ripstop material, which allows for, if you do get a slight tearing on barbed wire or anything, it won't continue ripping, it stops where the rip started. So how does that affect the overall sort of wearability or make of these trousers? Well, it does slightly. Because it doesn't contain the spandex, it doesn't have as much flexibility in the material. And that is why I feel that they've made the cut slightly different on these pants. They're slightly baggier, slightly bigger, and they're not as tight. And that's to allow for a little bit more range of movement without using the spandex. That said, in field, do you know what? It didn't really faze me too much because I still found these very comfortable. Probably more comfortable than my normal combat pants that I wear from Helikon. So these pants have the usual UTP range of pockets. There's 12 of them in total, all situated in very accessible points. And I finished it off with the Urban Tactical belt, which is a basic nylon belt. But you know, do you know what? Sometimes keeping it simple makes life really easy, and it's a real simple buckle system, and it won't sort of slip once it's on. We're going to just sort of have a look at me playing in the pants, and then I'll give you my verdict at the very end of the video. But all in all, a superb piece of kit, and one I would wholeheartedly recommend. A lot of the guys that are playing airsoft with me are all wearing these now, and to be honest with you, they wouldn't wear anything else. So we'll continue with the review by watching a bit of in-field footage now, and then, as I said, we'll go to some conclusions on the garment at the end. So the UTP pants I'm wearing, got a good run through this morning. I'm at Red Barn again. I've been playing all morning in some very varied conditions. It's very cold today. Underneath these UTP pants I have the base 2 level things that I always wear from Helikon. They were really comfortable underneath these. The trousers themselves fit like a glove. They have the right sort of amount of flexibility. They don't sort of restrict your movements, which is that elasticating material. These are very different. The Camogrom pants that I have here, the UTP pants in Camogrom, are very different in texture and makeup than the tan version I have. The tan version are much more figure hugging, they're much tighter on the legs, they're much straighter all the way down, and they're much tighter around the crotch area and the arse area. But the good thing about these Camogrom ones are they are slightly looser. Even on the, even though they're sort of the same sizing, I'm wearing a size 34 waist. On the tan ones, you know, where you have to kind of suck in a little bit to get it to lock in. On these Camogrom ones, they don't. So obviously the fabric on these is slightly different. It's a slightly different. Although the configuration is exactly the same, I think there is a different cut to them, a slight difference that makes these a little bit baggier, which I'm not going to say I don't mind at all. The knee pads have been put in the inserts underneath it. You can see the shape of them there, but you know, sort of doesn't help you when you're, especially an old fella like me. But all in all, they performed exactly like I expected them to, and most of all, they look good. There's a number of other players here that were wearing these in UTP pants in Camogrom, and I have to say, they look very tartish in as well. So, well done, Helikon. And if you're looking for any of these items, you can check Google is your friend. You can go to the camoshop.ie where we get all our gear, but if that's not convenient to you, as I said, Google is your friend. Helikon are now represented in a huge amount of countries around the world, so check on your search engine and see who has the nearest dockers to you. So we're here at Red Barn with Ted from the 95th Rifles. He's showing off his badge, look at him, the tart. So he's wearing basically a number of Helikon items, but I happened to grab him because he's also wearing the UTP pants in Camogrom. So I want to ask you, how do you find them?
They're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I actually used them for cycling last week in and out of work, and I find they're really, really comfortable, especially out here. And they're nice and thick. You can see I'm nice and muddy today, and I'm nice and warm. They're stretchy, especially for a chap with me with a bit of a gut. So I highly recommend them. Well worth the money.
And the top is?
Top is Helikon as well.
In Camogrom?
In Camogrom, yes.
And you're also wearing the base layer underneath?
Yes. See?
Cold day, so you were wearing the base? Yeah, exactly the same as my one.
And I think it lets the moisture out, the air in, so I'm not all sweaty and horrible even for a bigger chap like myself. Cool.
Thanks, Ted.
You're welcome.
I'm here with Finton. He's a buddy of mine, and we're at Hilltop Sports Shooting. We've just been shooting a bit of bench rifle. I noticed that he's wearing the Patriot jacket and the UTP pants from Helikon. Now, I'm also wearing the UTP pants and I'm wearing a Commander jacket. There's a slight difference between the two in their setups. But I just wanted to kind of catch 2 seconds with Finton to ask him what he thinks, why he purchased them and what he thinks of them. So starting with the UTP pants, Finton, why did you go for them?
Well, I tend to have a terrible problem because of my size. I'm quite a slim build. Pants I find very hard to get a good fit, and I was over in with Alan in the camo shop and tried on a pair of these and just couldn't believe it. Now I was looking for, funny enough, a pair of tan. He hadn't got them at the time, but when I tried on the green and I found the fit was so comfortable, I've gone and got the green, and he has a pair of tan ordered for me, so I'm nice as well. But a very, very comfortable pair of trousers, big pockets, and I just find them very, very snug and very, very warm, because up here in Hilltop it tends to be quite chilly.
Yeah, because we're up a little bit higher, we're up in the mountains here, so we do suffer with a bit of wind and cold. The UTP pants now, you've got them, as you said, in green.
Yeah.
You wear these sort of as your casual wear, don't you?
Yeah, just throughout the week.
Yeah, that's great. And you bought the Patriot jacket. Again, why did you go for the Patriot?
Again, because just the pockets of comfort, and they're very, very warm, and yet it's very light. I'm hoping to wear this now in the summer, now not in very, very warm days, but I think in summer it'll be quite light and breathable, and I don't know, I just love the fit of it, love the feel of it, and it's the amount of pockets, and these high pockets here I find very, very comfortable. I tried on the jacket you had, and personally I just found this one
was a better fit
for me.
Yeah. And you used a lot of the Helikon range. You wear Polish camo when you're out airsofting, and that's the Helikon range you use, and you've not had any problems with it.
None whatsoever.
Not let you
two
down.
sets of it. Two sets,
And you really, really like it.
Love it, absolutely love it.
So I think that's quite an endorsement for any product. As I said, Finton's been a long time user of the Helikon range, and he's only recently purchased these 2 garments, and seems to really like them. So check out Helikon-tex.com for their full range.